Any which ways, yeah. Having said that, so what do you want to do, Anya? Do you want to play the video? Do you want to get everybody change the
We will do that
voice
after this.
language?
After this session, we will take a quick break after Caridad's session.
Okay,
We're going to introduce
fair
her.
enough. Fair enough. I will go ahead and quickly introduce her. So yes, our next speaker is Caridad Saenz. I will go ahead and quickly tell you more about her. Just give me one more quick second. Just one more second.
She's
What
from
happened?
Cuba, I believe.
That's me.
Okay.
She's
Right.
definitely not from Cuba.
I am.
See?
Oh, okay.
See, I can
Okay.
see, I can recognize face and tell the nationality of the people.
Wow, that's nice.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So, Caridad Saenz is a woman's transformational coach and author, as well as childbirth expert and consultant. Caridad was born in Cuba, studied in the United States, and has been living in United Arab Emirates for a decade. Now, sharing her knowledge of Hoponopono, wow, shadow work, and the law of attraction and moonology. Awesome, amazing. She is the founder of Empowered Gentle Birth and the creator of a passion project, Carry Love, an organization dedicated to uplifting women through collaborations. Uh, how do you pronounce
Symposiums.
that?
Symposiums.
Okay, symposiums and publications. A
Yeah,
lot of tongue twister for me
that's what
today.
I was thinking. Hope that's Hoponopono, Tasneem.
Yes.
Hoponopono, yes.
Hoponopono. Yeah, she's doing it right. Yeah. So we are not able to pronounce it. So let's learn what is it all about. Not just
Absolutely, absolutely.
let's
So stage is all yours. Enjoy and share your best knowledge with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Thank you. My presentation is called As Above, So Below, Preparing Your Subconscious. So releasing your subconscious blocks to attract success and abundance. You can see the screen now.
Yes, we can.
Thank you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. As mentioned before, these are 4 powerful phrases that have been used by millions around the world in a process called Hoponopono. It's directly translated to making right, right. It took me years to get to the point to reach a level of feeling right. This means that everything within you and around you, it feels right, it feels okay. This is one of the tools that I have learned along my journey of discovery and peace. Feeling Pono means you have worked on the connections that you carry with everyone around. I have discovered that we are all connected. We are connected to our neighbors. We are connected to our family, to our friends. But more importantly, we need to be connected to ourselves. During the process of Ho'oponopono, we are actually pausing and focusing on each moment, on each action and each thought. We are asking that in that moment for energy and connection to be cleansed. When we feel Pono, we feel right, we feel balanced, and we feel at peace. When you are Pono, you are connected with your heart, completely healed, completely forgiving. I wasn't always this way. I was so scared always. Scared of making mistakes, scared of what other people thought of me, scared of looking inside and asking myself what I wanted, what I truly wanted. I became so good at doing what others told me to do because it meant that I couldn't disappoint myself. I was good at following orders, listening to those in authority. I was a great student, a great worker, but inside, so much was missing and so much pain was shoved way down, deep down inside. I had learned as a child that everyone one day could and would disappoint you. I had no father growing up because, of course, he thought he had a better life to live that didn't include my siblings and myself. And then, when I wasn't even 10 years old, my mother also left. Men that were supposed to take care of me disappointed and abused my trust and my innocence. So I decided at that age that I would stand alone and be alone. I didn't know how to have a real relationship. I didn't know how to communicate. I was still great at doing my homework and getting my assignments done, and I was great at getting people to like me on a superficial level. They didn't know me. They didn't know what I had gone through. They didn't know who I was. But how could they know? They couldn't know because I also couldn't answer those questions for myself. The problem with telling yourself that you are alone, that you are a lone soldier in this large world, is that eventually you start to believe it. You start believing that you have no power, no control over anything, because after all, you are only one in a large, vast ocean. You only react to situations from a place of fear, always creating the worst scenario in your head and making decisions based on that. You become a shut-in and you miss the beautiful opportunities right in front of you. So I went on living my life using only my head for so many years. Sometimes I couldn't even use that. It became such a lonely place that I would allow myself to just fall into complete darkness and to take up space. I wasn't contributing. I wasn't smiling. I wasn't doing anything but moving up levels in the educational system and in the workplace. Quiet to myself. I did have one thing that controlled most of my thoughts at times, and it was the innate sense of making those in authority like me. It probably came out of the need of attention. I needed someone remotely important to take notice and to like me and to tell me that I was worthy. Because at the end of the day, every human needs validation. So I lived a life that was quiet, but that also got me accomplishments, awards, great grades, claps, and then I would go home and still be utterly alone inside and empty. No passion, no drive, no dreams. I spent years without one tear. I remember my sister looking at me and telling me that I was a heartless person. I remember thinking, I'm not sure what you mean. I was honestly confused. And looking back decades later, I hear what she meant, and it makes so much sense because I didn't. I was not living a life with my heart. I had no interest in living a life from the heart. Ironically, that is my career now, and I live every moment, every second of my day with heart, nothing but heart, with passions and with intention. I have 6 strong, amazing, passion-filled children that amaze me every day because I didn't learn to be like them until so much later in life. What was the thing that changed it all? What made such a difference in my life? It was simple. It was one realization, one magical thought. Amidst all the chaos and the sadness and fears, I realized and felt that I was connected to everyone and everything. I started to see in other people the same fears, the same worries, the same disappointments that were inside of me. I walked knowing that I have a spiritual connection to the divinity, to my community, to myself, and to everyone around me because we are all parts of one. It is the feeling of oneness that saved me and has led me to my heart because it is okay to love, to be in touch with your intuition and with your dreams. Once I decided that we are all connected and we could all feel the same, I have never been alone again. I will never be alone again. We don't walk this path alone. No one walks this path alone. If we can just open our eyes and we can breathe down into our hearts and learn tools that help you forgive, that help you cleanse like Hoponopono does, everyone can walk a path worth living. Never alone, not needing validation because your heart is enough. You are enough. Live your truth. Live your dreams. I am a transformational women's coach and author. My name is Caridad Saenz. I have worked with hundreds of women wishing to tap into their own power. I have done studies in moonology, divine feminine, law of attraction, shadow work, Hoponopono, birth work, and I love to hold space for many others. We are all one, and we were always meant to come together often, to share, to grow, to heal. My first word of the day for you is abundance. The universe is abundant. There is so much for all of us to enjoy together. If I have more, it doesn't mean that you will have less. Celebrate your life with others, and you are celebrating yourself. We should all be manifesting all that we want. Who is this for? This is for everyone on any path, on any journey. The subconscious is the part of your mind that operates below your normal level of waking consciousness. Right now, you're primarily using your conscious mind to listen to my words and absorb the meanings. But beneath that mental focus, your subconscious mind is busily working behind the scenes, absorbing or rejecting the information based on an existing perception that you have of the world around you. The existing perception began forming when you were just an infant. With every experience, your subconscious mind soaks in information like a sponge. It rejected nothing while you were young because you didn't have any pre-existing beliefs to contradict what it perceived. It simply accepted that all of the information you received during your early childhood was true. You can probably see why this becomes a problem later in life. Every time that someone called you stupid, if they called you worthless, slow, lazy, or worse, your subconscious mind stored that information away for reference. You may have also received messages about your potential in life or limitations that you'll face based on your physical abilities, your skin color, your gender, or your economic status. By the time that you were 7 or 8 years old, you already had a solid foundation of belief based on all that programming from people in your life. Television shows you watched, and maybe other environmental influences. It is more powerful than the conscious mind. Your subconscious is not logical. It is the feelings mind. It's the emotional mind. It takes everything literally. It speaks to you in your dreams. It controls 95% of your lives. It's always alert, it's always awake, and it records everything. Your subconscious is the gatekeeper of your comfort. It protects you by keeping you in your zone of comfort. This is why I always tell my clients that reprogramming and growth is a bit painful, like the caterpillar video we saw before. Steps you can take today. The first step is to be willing to see the unchangeable change and being open to seeing what could be possible. 2, give yourself permission to be successful. Instead of repeating the same old narrative of believing you'll be happy once you're a certain weight, when you get a promotion, or maybe 2 life events down the line, work on changing your inner monologue to I allow my life to be good. Give yourself permission to be happy and to be successful and not feel guilty about it. Give yourself permission to step into a whole, happy, healthy, grounded, and meaningful existence. 3, don't allow other people's fears to cast shadows of doubt. The way people respond to the news of your success will tell you how they're really doing in their own lives. Other people's fears are projections of their own situations, not yours. They have nothing to do with what you are or aren't capable of. 4, surround yourself with positive reinforcements. Make sure that the items that you see and you touch most often bring you positivity and hopefulness. Keep an inspirational notebook. Keep some Post-its with you next to your computer. Unfollow people on social media who make you feel bad about yourself, and follow only those that are constantly posting motivational messages and interesting ideas. Make your social media newsfeed a place that can catalyze your growth instead of lessening your perception of your worth. 5, speak your success as a present fact, not a future plan. I am strategizing how to do that now. Instead of thinking, I will be happy when I am in a different place in my life. Think, I am completely capable of being happy right here, And right now, nothing is holding me back. 6, create a vision space. Being able to imagine what it is you want out of your life is absolutely essential for creating it. Because if you don't know where you're going, you won't know which way to turn first. Once you have a crystal clear image in your mind for what it is you want and how it is that you want to live, you are then capable of beginning to enact and create it. Whether you use a vision board, a blog, a notebook, or a journal, put together words and images that represent what you want and how you want to live. 7, identify your resistance. When our subconscious minds holds us back from pursuing something that we love, it is because we are holding a conflicting belief about it. To identify your resistance, question yourself. Ask yourself why you feel better when you procrastinate, or why getting what you really want could actually put you in a place that makes you feel more vulnerable than ever. Find a way to meet those needs before you proceed. This is my favorite tip. Have a master plan for your life. This is not something that's going to happen 5 or 10 years down the road. I mean the big master plan. Identify your core values and the motivations to live that plan. Ask yourself, what is the ultimate goal of what you want to accomplish while you are alive? What is your legacy? Imagine that kind of legacy that you want to leave behind. Once you have your big picture values identified, you can make decisions for the long term that align with your true self. Always don't forget to start a gratitude journal. The best way to start putting yourself in a headspace of having rather than wanting is to begin a gratitude practice. By expressing thanks for all that you do have, you shift your mindset from being hungry for change to feeling satisfied with where you are at now. Nothing will magnetize abundance more than gratitude. There's a saying that once you believe you have enough, you are open to receiving more and more and more. This is undoubtedly true. Another tip is to start asking for what you want, even if you know you'll be denied. Release your attachment to the how. Your job is to identify the what and then to work in tandem with other people for the how. If your goal is to work remotely and run your own business, instead of giving up if your first attempt fails, try reimagining how else you could achieve your ultimate vision in a new way that is more financially lucrative. The point is that life will always surprise you with how things come to fruition. Be open to potential and possibility, even if it's something you never imagined before. Surround yourself with allies. Start spending time with people who are ambitious, supportive, and creative. If you're hanging out every weekend with people who are likewise as unhappy with their lives, you aren't going to receive an abundance of support if you try to break free and do your own thing. Remember, you will truly become who you spend the most time with, and choose who that is very carefully. Fill all of your dead air time with affirmations and motivation. When you're on your commutes every morning, listen to a motivational speech or a podcast. While you're doing the dishes at home or driving, tune into a talk show that relates to the type of business that you're trying to do. Infuse your life with as much as fast affirmation and motivation as possible. You may need to hear the lessons more than once, and that's okay. But eventually they're going to seep into your brain over time, and eventually you will find yourself acting on wisdom received from those who are where you want to be. Unlearning. There is a Buddhist proverb that says, learning to unlearn is the highest form of learning. As with any and many deeper truths, you need to really contemplate what this means to understand what it is saying. The more you learn about things, be they true or not, the more rigid your reality becomes. You should be able to break bad habits that you learned from others. Discard information that becomes contradicted by something with more evidence supporting it, and reprogram over things which no longer serve your continued evolution. The sooner you allow yourself to go through the process of unlearning, the easier it will be to unlearn things which are impeding on your ability to see things and the limitless possibilities that are there. To allow for something different to be possible, you need to first acknowledge that just because you think something is a certain way, it doesn't mean it actually is. Here's one technique you can practice. You make a list of a few beliefs that you have about things which you feel may be holding you back from evolving. You make a list of any activities you currently partake in, but don't amount to anything that's constructive. Explore what else is possible in regards to those areas and take action. When you come across information and receive greater understanding on something, make it a part of your reality and belief system. Remind yourself that even though some new information has superseded what you believed was true and worth continuing to support, it may one day also be replaced by something even more closely aligned with truth and that is more helpful with your evolution. When you follow these steps on a consistent basis, such as over the course of a month, you will begin to notice you are growing once again and having the energy of excitement fill you with what you believe is now possible. Enjoy the new perspectives you will have. I'm almost done. The mirror law. The mirror law is the law of the mirror proposes that origin of our negative feelings towards another person is within our heart and not the other person. That is to say, what this law teaches us is that feelings are born from within ourselves. We are responsible for managing our beliefs, our ideas, our bad thoughts, especially bad thoughts about others. It's the projection that messes with our minds. It is as if our reality were a mirror that simply reflected the image that we are generating. It is helpful to make a list of all the things that bother us about the people around us. We are likely to notice that these are the values that we are also underestimating. We will most likely notice that there are things that we also do badly or that we are doing wrong. The next step is for you to make a list about the things you have to be grateful for, to those people that always make you feel uncomfortable. It's likely that they have done something for you or for someone that you appreciate. We will know that we have been liberated when the thing that made us so uncomfortable about the other person stops bothering us, and the experience that generated suffering in us stops repeating itself. The world is what we think it is. Maybe you should look into doing some shadow work. Shadow work is essentially the process of observing and transmuting suppressed, painful parts of ourselves that subconsciously continue to cast shadows in our lives. It's acknowledging the issues that keep coming up in your life as something that is calling for your attention. When we do this, not only do we step into wholeness and into who we truly are, but our life experience greatly improves in all areas. So your shadow comprises both the experiences you've had personally, as well as beliefs and or perspectives that have been passed to you from generation to generation. Shadow work is not trying to relive painful memories just to further victimize yourself. It is needed when you notice a negative recurring theme in your life that is hindering you in some way. These themes can be very subtle or very glaringly obvious. What are some examples of negative themes in your life that can be transcended through shadow work? Maybe some patterns of toxic relationships. Maybe you continue to have the same kind of lovers, friends, employers. Maybe you have disease or chronic pain. Maybe you feel like you have a bit of perfectionism, fears and phobias, financial issues, disconnection from yourself, and some inner child issues. The purpose of shadow work is to transmute and transcend negative beliefs and patterns that are affecting your current experience. When something keeps uncomfortably popping up in your experience, It's a belief or pattern in your vibration that needs further look by doing shadow work around it. Most people would be amazed at how much their inner child is actually running the show of their life. So Carl Jung, he says, what you deny submits you, and what you accept transforms you. These are some questions you should ask yourself. All of these will allow you to use the law of attraction to your advantage. Stay in the positive zone. Stop living a life where you feel that there's not enough abundance for you. It's there for everybody. The law of attraction works for everybody. Be intentional, be aware of who you are and what you need. Release all those limiting beliefs and be consistent. Keep a proper environment that motivates you. Make a plan to change and grow. Don't quit when it gets painful. Stay aligned with who you truly are. Seek out growth. Find a mentor or a coach. You've had so many today and yesterday, and you can always do more and achieve more. Again, my name is Caridad Saenz, and I have a bunch of free journals that will help you on your shadow work journey, your Hoponopono journey, your happiness journey on caridadsaenz.com. Feel free to log in at any time. All my information is there on how to reach me. But please do know that everything is possible, and all you have to do is look within and clear all those negative thoughts that have been holding you back for so many years. Thank you. I will stop sharing. I heard a bell, so I was trying to hurry through a little bit.
Thank you. That
Thank
was
you.
so
Thank you so much.
amazing, Caridad. Amazing.
Thank you.
I mean, I had heard about this technique, but I did not ever went into the depth of it. And the 4 words that you spoke about are otherwise also so important. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And I love you. Just amazing. This will become my next mantra, like the one that I was sharing since yesterday. And what is my mantra, Vanya? Do you remember it by now?
No, I don't remember.
Let's go ahead and
You have
repeat
so many
it.
mantras that I forget.
Let's go ahead and
is it?
repeat. Yes. No,
Yes.
just one mantra.
That one.
Whatever you focus on, the energy flows there, it expands and it comes to reality. So
Wow.
all our participants who are being a part of this knowledgeable session on the transformation day, they are all the ones who are focusing for their transformation, and that is what they are receiving. So before I leave today from being an MC for all of y'all, and thank you for being a wonderful co-host, Vanya. It has been a
Thank
pleasure
you.
to be
It's a
with
pleasure.
you.
It's my pleasure also, Tasneem.
Thank you so much, everybody. I thoroughly enjoyed being with you, introducing our speakers. There will be another speaker now joining you all. Wish you all a very best and a beautiful transformating life. And we all are
Tasneem,
here.
why are you saying goodbye so early? We have to play some song and you have to blow some energy. Then only you can go, right?
Okay,
Why
fair
don't
enough.
you do that first?
Fair enough. I don't mind. So would
Fine.
you like to play the song there, Vanya?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Cool then. Let's do it.
Dance is my another passion. So once the music is on, I start rolling.
Right. So let's go. So we'll all sing along with this song together.
Yes, that would make so much of sense.
Okay, let's sing along. Let me know if you are able to hear this. Are you able to hear?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. So why don't you introduce our next MCs? Tasneem, are you able to hear me?
Yes, Vanya. Definitely, I am able to hear me, but guess what? I do
want
not
to go.
No, I don't want to go.
I also don't want to.
Seriously, I don't want to go.
Let us keep them there.
Nevertheless, who is
Okay.
Satya? Satya would be our next MC, right?
Yeah, we have Dr. Naveen also. Let's bring them on.
Okay.
Where are you guys? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hi, Satya. How are you doing?
I'm great, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
I'm absolutely
Okay.
rocking as ever.
We are seeing you, ma'am.
Oh, yes, we are seeing you rocking since yesterday. And you're rocking so much that the rocks have started melting.
Absolutely. That is the transformation that I'm looking for. All the rock hearts which were completely frozen and holded themselves so tight. This is the time. This is the moment. This is now on the transformational day to just break through all the barriers that you have in your life and just be
Absolutely.
high on life. So
Absolutely.
with that note, Satya, I and Vanya, I would be taking your leave.
Leave, but we
You
will be
all
definitely watching you people.
definitely. You all can take care, enjoy yourselves, and happy Transformation Day. Keep on transforming yourself as well as the others. Goodbye.
Yes.
Take
Happy
care.
Thank you,
Transformation
Lots
Tasneem.
Day.
of love
Happy,
Take care.
and
Thank
be
happy
you. Bye.
safe.
Easter.
Thank you,
Yes.
Vanya. Awesome emceeing you guys. Have a wonderful day. All right. So, good morning once again, everybody. How's it going? Going well? Going good? I would say going awesome and amazing. What a time it has been since the last, what should I say, almost more than 36 hours have been immense transformation happening across the globe. And especially those people who have been coming and giving in the comments there is so encouraging to all of the organizers, to all of the speakers, and of course, us MCs. Don't you think so, Satya?
Yes, sir. Superb energy. All the speakers are sharing wonderful knowledges which they have. It's an amazing to learn.
Seriously, at least for me personally, I have not witnessed so much of a synergy, so much of energy, and so much of vibration coming in from all the sessions. And it has been immensely knowledgeable, no doubt about it. And I've been watching since yesterday. I was a speaker in the morning, but later I've just been a spectator, and I'm sure you also been doing the same, Satya, and so much of learning, and it's a true transformation happening across the globe. And with a lot of thanks to our organizers, World Transformation Organization and Amplify, there are a few appeals we have to make. So, Satya, shall I go ahead and play the appeal video?
Sure, Naveen, you can play.
Okay, just give me a second.